tea lady, I know I drive you crazy. Oh, my tea lady, you've been waiting so patient. Oh, my tea lady.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I miss you guys. I miss you guys so much, so much, so much. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is well. I hope everybody is being safe. I know our world is up and down right now with this crazy stuff going on out of the country or wherever they are. But all we can do is keep praying. That's the best thing we can do. And I know prayer do changes things, and I hopefully everybody is praying and saying that we are okay. But anyway, today we are doing a video, which I'm glad we are doing, where my daughters are asking me personal questions that you're afraid to ask your mom. So we are doing this today. But before we get started, I wanted to tell you guys that I have this amazing seafood platter that Carlos made me, and I'm going to be enjoying this during the video, me and my daughter. And my other daughter is going to be enjoying her some Charlie's. So we're going to be eating and talking at the same time, if you guys don't mind. So sit back, relax, put your brakes on, so hopefully I ain't saying nothing too much or too, and enjoy this video. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe, and I really appreciate you guys. I love you. So here we go.
Y'all ready? Let's open up this food.
Yes, I have goodies from Carlos that she gave me, and it's a lot of stuff in here. I really like ordering from her because she is very professional. She's always on time, have your food nice and hot and ready, and everything is good.
It's probably bright.
So yeah, it's bright, but hopefully you guys can see what's in it. I have some nice silverware. I have some spices. I have some candy, and I also have this nice, beautiful strawberry cake. Thank you, Carlos. No, she's not,
Yes,
because I'm not even sharing with her. She can't eat seafood, so that's why she got this. But seafood is great, you guys. You know.
This good too, though.
And she also gave us some lemons to go with our seafood. And here is the seafood.
Hey, look. Ugh.
This is so nice. And it tastes so good. I know, because I had it before, but I had to do it again. So I guess they're gonna eat a little bit, and we're gonna talk a little bit. We're gonna eat a little bit and gonna talk a little bit.
Yes, sir. Come on.
We don't even have no kind of place or nothing.
It's okay.
But look, no, so who asking the first question?
You.
Me? When did you start having your first boyfriend?
Now you know when you all got to come with something.
Do you remember?
Well, I don't think I can tell you. My mom didn't allow me to have a boyfriend. So you guys don't do what I did. Do better. That's what I told them, and I'm glad I raised them the way I did. But my first boyfriend, like I said, 16. 16, yeah, 16.
What did you tell her? Like, your mom never met him?
Yes, my mom, she met him, but she didn't really want to meet him because she was like, I'm not really interested in you trying to have a boyfriend. I want you to finish school, go to college, do the things you want to do, and be in life, So it was kind of a hard thing to do, but me being fast and sneaky, which it was wrong for me to do, so I had a boyfriend. I was like being what I shouldn't be, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. That question is, what age you was at when you had your
What? What
age did you have your first kiss?
My first kiss, I would say at 16 as well.
Mama,
it wasn't. No. I was, because see, my mom did not play that. But
so you
when I was younger,
no,
listen.
You ain't kissed nobody in 6th grade.
I'm gonna tell you. It was in, I think, 3rd grade or something. And you know how you think, oh, you have a play boyfriend, play girlfriend, and then the girl, I think she had dared me to say, oh, I bet you want to kiss this boy.
No.
And it wasn't really no real boyfriend I like.
He was like,
so I ran up to him and I say, and ran back. And then, oh, you kissed that boy. And I did get in trouble. Because you're not supposed to be kissing nobody.
who told them?
The kids.
Wow, but they dared you.
Yeah, they dared me, but hey, I shouldn't have did it.
And they think, Mama. When did you start cussing in front of your parents?
Oh. You know what? Oh no. When I got grown. I did not cuss in front of my mom when I was a teenager. And nothing like that. I did not cuss in front of my mom because my mom would have slapped me on the ground.
But did you cuss? Out, not in front of her.
Not in front of her, yes. I did cuss not in front of her, but
What? 2-part question, right? So it's this famous TikTok going around asking iCarly what's her favorite cuss word, right? What's yours? What's your favorite cuss word?
I don't have a favorite cuss word. I do not have a favorite cuss word. It's whatever I feel at that moment. What needs to come out, that's what's going to come out. But I try not to cuss. I try to talk sensible. And, you know, cuss is really supposed to come out when you're really angry. Now, if I'm really angry, I don't know what's going to come out and what I'm going to be saying. So, when I'm like that, the thing is to get far back from me. That's the main thing.
Okay, my question: did you ever sneak a boy in the house without your mama knowing?
I was about to cuss now. No, because my mom did not play that. And if you was to even try, no. And neighbors do neighbors, and families do families. So you cannot sneak up out of your house. I never did that. Never.
My question to you is, have you ever tried any drugs when you was a kid?
Never.
So you never smoked weed?
Never.
Bro, just stop.
I smoked weed, and I just tell you guys that
Oh yeah.
when I done had all these kids and got grown way on my own, and I tried weed. When I was a kid, I never tried weed. It was never something I wanted to try to do. Now, cigarettes, which is not cute at all. You see your family, you see your uncles or your cousins smoking cigarettes. You're like, oh, let me see, it look cool. That's the nastiest taste ever, a cigarette. You know, no, That's the only thing I ever tried. But any drugs, anything, no, that's not my thing.
What you gonna tell kids who want to try drugs young?
Don't do it. Don't try no drugs, because these drugs will really screen you out. You'll be out on the corner. You don't know if you're going left, right, back, forward. You don't know what people put in these drugs these days. And there's too much of this stuff going around. All this talking about what? Flocking. This and that. All this stuff. Don't do it, you guys. Stay drug free. Say no to drugs. That's the big thing. Say no to drugs.
I remember when my mom told me
What? What? Nah.
She had took a Percocet.
When I took a Percocet? Nah, she story. She is story.
My question is, did you ever cheat on your significant other, like your whole entire life, like from you dating? Have you ever cheated? Mama, you cheated, so don't say.
I did not cheat. I'm not a cheater. I am faithful. Whoever I'm with at that time, I am very faithful. Now, when I was younger and I didn't have a boyfriend, then I can go say whoever I want to go be with today or tomorrow. I was single. I could do that. But when I was in a relationship with someone, no, I did not do that. I didn't cheat. They was the cheater. I wasn't the cheater.
Okay, Mama was cheating too.
Well, I was not.
Let me see. When and where did you lose your virginity?
Oh, girl. Why you want to know all this? Now she asking the wrong stuff. The wrong stuff. Oh God, I don't know if I'm gonna answer this because this could probably be no whole bars. Now, when I was 16, trying to be grown still, where I was at the boy house.
And how you got over there? He drove you?
Now you see, she's trying to be all up in my business. No, I caught the bus. I skipped school. And I lost my virginity that day. Didn't know that 6 months later, what? Oh, I was pregnant. Please don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. I didn't know nothing about sex. Thought I was doing the right thing, and first time got pregnant.
Mama, the red flag was you already catching a bus to get to the man's house.
Back then, he ain't had no car. Not yet.
Who getting on the bus to go to the man's house?
Mama.
He didn't have a car. So I didn't have a choice, so I caught the bus. And thought I was doing something so-called cool, and it wasn't. But having a child young, I don't regret having a child, but if I could change the age, I would. I would wait till I was grown, married, and all this other stuff, or really grown, you know, to know exactly what I was doing.
Okay, my question is, how do you feel about birth control?
Well, birth control is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But I just feel like if you want to be sexual, it's a good thing to go to your parents if you guys had a relationship. And even if you don't have a relationship, go to your parents and be like, okay, I want to be put on birth control. I have these urges, these feelings, and then so you won't get pregnant. But I feel like if you want to, if you being sexual, you should be on birth control. If you're not ready to be a parent or have a baby and be like, oh, this was a mistake, and or a boy saying, oh, it is not my baby, and you know, just all kind of stuff. They be all over the place. But birth control, I feel is fine. I used to be on birth control, which should be the shot. I hate that one because it makes you gain a lot of weight, and it also give you like clots and stuff. Even though it's good because it'll make your cycle come on all the time, but it's just that I feel like that shot just is not good. It's not good, really, you know. But pills and other stuff they have up to date these days, I feel they have a lot of more technology, and they know a lot more than back then, you know, that they should. If you know, if you're going to be sexual, you need to be on birth control, and you also need to protect yourself. Main thing, even if you're not on birth control, protect yourself, because these guys or girls or whoever you may be with will not tell you if they have a disease or anything. So if you know you're clean and you haven't been with millions of people around and around, and even if you have, but you have still been safe, it's good to stay safe.
I love. My question to you is, when you was a kid, have you ever been suicidal?
No, I haven't.
You never felt
I never felt like suicide, but I know these days it play a lot in these kids' lives, like being depressed and stuff like that. But I feel like a lot of stuff kids do hold in, they don't like to talk about. And I feel like a lot of stuff these days are different than back then. And a lot of more stuff is going on than back then. But when it was going on back then, it was a lot hidden. You didn't hear a lot of stuff. But now everything is eye-open in the world. And people do say a lot of things, and people can't be cruel. So, you know, I feel my heart goes out to people that do suffer from depression. You know, just get the best help you can. Either if it's talking to someone, seeing a psychiatrist, or writing it down, or whatever way you feel that you can try to get over it. You know, I know it's easier said than done, but if you're going through those kind of things, it's best to seek help as soon as possible.
Okay. What you got there, Mama?
My question is, when you was a teenager, did you ever see nudes?
The answer to that question is no. Because we didn't have... No, listen. We didn't have that camera phones. We didn't have the camera phones. We only had, back then was beepers. We had cell phones, but it wasn't no camera phone. And then you only had you had beepers and cell phones around that time. And that's basically it. And you couldn't send no nude pictures. See, these days you can send all this nude and all this stuff, and people talking about they getting exposed and all this, because you know why? They got all this camera and internet and all. We didn't have all that stuff.
But do you think if it was phones back then, people would be getting exposed bad?
It would have. They would have. I really believe so.
Grown back then, back in our generation.
Yeah.
Oh,
Grown.
Down and dirty. Let me see. How do you feel about kids liking? How do you feel about kids being young and liking the same sex? Like me.
Well, at first I used to have a negative impact on it because of the way we was raised. But I had to come to reality that back then how we was raised and now how kids are, I had to have a mindset to change. And it had to help me with a lot of praying, because it just didn't make sense. But no matter who was the person, whether they like the same sex or not, everybody still needs to be loved. They still need to be treated as a person. You know, not to be bashed or saying a lot of bad things about it. You know, it took me a while to really get to know that it doesn't matter who you like. It doesn't matter what it is. It just be who you are, who God called you to be. You know, I can't judge you and say like, oh, this person is, this person that. No. I mean, when we leave this world, only one person is judging us, and that's the Almighty Christ. That's it. But, you know, only thing I could just say about that is just that treat yourself with respect. Never let somebody disrespect you, because you is who you are. And God made you who you are. I mean, it's nothing less, it's nothing more. You know, so, you know, I can only speak for what I've been through. I can't speak for nobody else, but, you know, I love my child, whether she like girls, whether she like boys, it doesn't matter. But it's my child. So I'm not going to throw her out or make her feel bad or whatever, you know, because, but I had to learn and to pray about it. And I know some parents really are against it because it's the way we was raised back then. You was raised not to, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. But you got all these people from back then that was not in the same sex but was afraid to come out to say anything because it was a big no-no. But now, it is what it is now. You know, this is a whole new generation, a whole different kind of world that we in and dealing with all this stuff. But all I could just say, be true to yourself, pray, and stay safe. That's it. That's all you can do.
Dang, that girl on a TED Talk.
Please.
I asked that question?
Oh, yes, she did.
Okay.
My question is, have you ever had a one-night stand? Mama, now you know you did.
Nah, cuz I don't want to hear no stories. I want to know the truth because everybody, I think every older person had a one-night stand.
I had a one-night stand before. I did.
How you got there?
They had a car.
Oh, they had a car. Alright, so you had a one-night stand before?
Yes.
Was it like when you was much older or younger?
Much older.
Oh, much older. Alright, let me see. Have you ever stole before? Like have you ever shoplift?
Woo. Shoplift.
Mama, you did.
I don't know.
Let
me think about this. I can't even be doing nothing like that.
But Mama, when you was young, you probably stole something.
I didn't steal nothing. I no store nothing. You know what I stole? And I got a really bad beating for it. That's what made me really realize stealing wasn't for me.
What you do?
I wanted a spinning ring years ago when spinning ring was in.
What is that?
It's a ring and it spins on your finger.
Oh, wow. That's so
And back then it was the big thing for everybody.
Yeah.
And God bless it, I asked my father and my mother that I wanted one. So none of them never gave me one. They never, I guess, decided to buy me one. But one day we went to my cousin's house. I hope my cousin don't see this video. And she had a beautiful spinning ring. And we was there, we was having a nice time party, whatever, and in my mind kept saying, steal this ring, steal this ring, this your ring, steal this ring.
Don't blame it on your mind.
And I stole that ring. And oh my God, they didn't know it at first. Her mom, I think, called my dad, because I was living with my dad at the time. And they was like, oh, so-and-so missing her ring. And did any one of you guys see it? So my dad was like, no, we didn't see it. I mean, why would we see it? Because we don't, you know, none of the kids or whatever that I know got the rings or whatever. Oh, excuse me. So he was like, well, if we do, you know, if we ask the girls and we'll see. So when they came around asking me or asking everybody said no, 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 which I knew I had it. One day I forgot and left it in my shorts. And they was doing laundry.
Should have been doing.
Oh my God. When I got home from school that day, my daddy was like, oh, come here. Let me talk to you. And I'm like, what? We came in this room. He had a shoe with the heel on it. And he just beat my hands. Don't you ever steal nothing in your life. Ever. If you don't work for it, don't steal it. Oh my God. That was the baddest experience ever. And I never said I would steal again. Never. I had to go to her. I had to apologize. I had to apologize to her mama. I was embarrassed like crazy. I was like, this girl ain't gonna ever talk to me again. She ain't gonna never wanna see me again. Like, why would I see her? So, yeah, we still talk. We love each other. So that was just one bad thing that I did that I shouldn't have did. That was it.
Yeah.
See, my kids never knew that.
I never knew that. That's great, man. I never knew that. So that was a nice story.
Okay. My question is, if a guy cheated on you, would you take him back? But not just talking about texting. I'm saying like he actually cheated, like did, you know, the extra mile.
No, I ain't taking him back. You know why? Because if you could go that far with somebody, that means you ain't need me from the beginning.
Right. Amen.
So no, he will not be coming back to me. He better go to her. And I hope she got everything he needs, because he ain't getting nothing from my house.
What was that? Imperial. She been like, alright. Let me see. This should be the last one, right? Alright, so what if you want us to have a kid, right? What gender kid would you prefer us to have? What gender
I prefer you guys to have?
Yeah. If me and Ivana or anyone else ever have a kid, what gender do you prefer? No. This is a different way. If I was 16 years old, because we making this video for kids who want to actually. So if I was 16 years old and I got pregnant on accident, what gender do you feel like will be easier to raise for a 16-year-old?
No gender. At 16 years old. No gender.
No, but it gotta be one.
But even though when I was 16 I had a boy, I mean, I feel like if you have the help in your family, will be like, you know, she's 16, you know you can't do it by yourself. You can't do it by yourself. I don't care what someone say. You can't be 16 and do it by yourself. You need your family beside you, because you don't know what you're doing. You think you know what you're doing, but you don't. So, I don't know. I mean, you know, I had a boy, so I feel like a boy would be kind of easy. But then also a girl, because boys is kind of hyper a lot. And girls is kind of laid back.
Because a girl gonna be, you gotta worry about a girl being sneaky, doing this, doing that.
But boys the same thing.
But boys ain't gonna really like, They just gonna be boys. You can't be like.
But only thing different between the girl and the boy, you know what? Let me tell you guys what it
They're
is.
not gonna have a baby. Bring a baby.
Right,
to
they're
your
not gonna bring the
house.
baby to your house. Unless the girl have the baby and she really don't want it, bring it to the doorstep and like, listen, you get this baby. That's the only difference between the girl and the boy. But I would say, you know, raising a son or raising a daughter, I mean, them both I don't think is easy. They're not really easy. I want to say they are easy because you go through different stages with different kids that you have. So you don't know which one is going to be easy. The boy could have been the hardest thing or the girl could have been the hardest thing. But I understand what they're saying. If it be a girl, what girls do. Yes, I understand that. But with the boy, they could be doing the same thing too. They could be out sneaking with girls and messing around. Ooh, somebody pregnant. Or ooh, I got a disease. Or ooh, this hurting. Or whatever. So it could be about the same, but only thing different. Like I said, the boys just don't bring the baby home. The girls do. So that's it.
Okay, girl. Alright. What about you, Devon? What's your last question?
The question is, just let me finish. The question is, when did you start smoking cigarettes and what methods did you use?
Well, I don't smoke no darn stinking cigarettes.
You did smoke. My mom used to, every time she used to pick us
No,
up
I
from
didn't.
school. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm just joking.
I do not smoke.
That must be crazy in this generation. Everybody gotta smoke.
Everybody got to smoke, but I don't. Everybody got to drink, but I don't. Because I'm not everybody. I'm somebody special, honey. I ain't got to do all that. I don't have to do all that. I don't have to do that to fit in.
Right.
You do what you do to please yourself, nobody else.
Right.
Well, mama, you be drinking
Every now and then.
and be getting drunk.
For real,
Because I
I'm
can't
one
take
call.
that. You're right. See, that means you don't supposed to really be drinking then,
I
right?
get drunk off the shot.
No, remember I had went to Kiara's house and I told her, I said, remember that time mama got drunk at the day? Plus the girl was like, yo, mama was drunk, I didn't even know.
What? Mama couldn't even walk to the car.
I'm like,
Well, I'm going to say thank you guys for watching. I really enjoyed this conversation with these girls so they'll know how I rolled when I was younger. Not like how they rolling right now. But even though how they rolling right now, they do make pretty good choices. I got to give the thumbs up to them. They do make pretty good choices because they got a pretty good mom. I know. So, you know, I try to teach them more than I was taught, you know, and try to let them do a little more, get them a little more leeway than I had. So, but anyway, I'm glad that they was able to ask me anything they want to ask, and I was answering everything truthfully. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching us, and we will see you soon. Have a great day. See you later.